Breathing exercises help us to control the breath, to bring a deep inner peace and regulated flow of life energy. Many of us pay very little attention to our breathing, and yet this is what gives us a vitality. It's what repairs and renews us as we grow in age. It is very important for you to be mindful of how you breathe, for good breathing revitalises the whole nervous system and it brings harmony. We're going to begin today by practicing pranayama, which is the art of breathing, breath exercises. We're going to begin with Dirga Pranayama, which is otherwise known as 3-part breath. Now this helps to oxygenate the blood within you. It calms and de-stresses. It revitalises your whole system, focuses your brain and increases clarity of vision. It can be practiced seated, cross-legged like this, kneeling, sitting in a chair or on the sofa, or laying down flat on your back, as long as the trunk of your body is nice and straight, then it may be practiced. So, as it states, there are 3 parts to this breath, and they are the bottom, the abdomen, the belly, the middle, the diaphragm, the rib cage, the top, the chest, the upper body, the shoulders. Now, while practicing this breath exercise, be cautious in your approach so that you don't strain or fill the lungs to overcapacity. And if at any time you feel any dizziness, then do return to normal breathing. Always practice within your abilities, within your comfort. So, let us begin. Take up the position that you wish to have during this exercise. You might like, first of all, to watch through a demonstration and to then join in. And what we will look at doing is practicing each stage 3 times. So the first stage will be us breathing in 3 parts, from the belly, the rib cage, the chest, and then taking 1 long breath out. And then the next stage will be us breathing 1 long breath in and breathing out in 3 stages: chest, rib cage, belly. So ensure that you have a nice spacious torso, that you are comfortable, that your teeth are unclenched. And then take a breath in and out to prepare. And then you're going to breathe into your tummy, fill it, breathe into your ribs. Be aware of the rib cage expanding, and then breathe into the upper chest, and then release 1 long breath out. And again, breathe into the belly, the ribs, the upper chest, and then 1 long breath out. And a third time. Breathe in bottom, middle, top. And one long breath out. And then return to your normal breath pattern. And then the second stage, we'll take a long breath in and we'll breathe out in the 3 parts 3 times. Just have that preparatory breath in and out. And then let's take a full breath in. And then breathe out from the upper chest, the ribs, the belly. And then a second time, full breath in. And then exhale from the upper chest, the ribs, the belly. And third and final time, a full and complete breath in one smooth motion. And then exhale from the top to the middle to the bottom. And then return to your regular cycle of breath. So you might like to practice that once more. Taking yourself into your comfortable position, whether seated or lying down. Take a breath in and out to prepare. And then you're going to breathe in 3 parts. Firstly, breathe into your abdomen, then your ribs, then your upper chest. And take one long breath out. Then breathe into your tummy, your ribs, your upper chest, and take one long breath out. Third time, breathe into the tummy, the ribs, the upper chest, and take one long, complete breath out. And then breathe in and breathe out. And to practice the reverse, we're going to now take one complete and full breath in. And then exhale from the upper chest, from the ribs, from the belly. Take one full, complete breath in, and then exhale from the upper chest, the ribs, the abdomen. Breathe in, one full breath, and then release that breath from the upper chest first, then from the ribs, then from the belly. And then, with that complete, return to your normal rhythmic breath pattern. And that is Dirga Pranayama, 3-part breath. So if you have been sitting cross-legged, you might like to now uncross the legs and recross in the opposite position. And remember, you can have a cushion or folded blanket underneath your sit bones to help rise up through the trunk of the body. You could have a wall behind your back so that you use it as support to keep the torso erect. We're now going to practice alternate nostril breathing, Nadi Shodhana. Now this breath exercise can balance and harmonise your whole nervous system. For you are now going to be dealing with left and right nostril, and they are purveyors of the nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. So the sympathetic nervous system is ruled by the right nostril, and this is almost akin to being your gas pedal. It's how you use energy. It's defense mechanisms, protects. It's about survival, stress response, and it can also indicate shallow breathing, as opposed to your left nostril, which is your parasympathetic nervous system. Now this can be akin to your brake pedal. It can be how you conserve energy. It deals with growth, healing, thriving, your relax response, and also deep breathing. So when both nostrils are utilised equally, it brings that balance and harmony. Alternate nostril breathing helps to quieten the mind and allow it to focus. So this breathing technique is great for practicing prior to meditation. It helps to lower stress levels and improves cardiovascular function. It relaxes both your mind and body and promotes an overall well-being. It revitalises and it improves lung function. It also cleans the nasal passageways and can assist with the cleansing of the sinuses. For those of you who suffer possibly from headaches or migraines, if you practice this breathing exercise, it can help to stave off the onslaught of headache and migraine. And with continual practice, can alleviate them altogether. Now, before practicing alternate nostril breathing, you might like to blow the nose without force, just a gentle clearing, and be aware that in the middle of the exercise or during the exercise, you don't want to use any force. It may be that when you first practice, you sense some popping going on within the nostrils, and this is the breaking down of or the build-up of debris that has occurred through your everyday life when you are breathing in and you get dust particles collecting, all sorts of toxins, fumes from the cars, and generally just being out there in life. It can clog up the nostrils, because within the nostrils there's a filter system, and this is made up of billions of hairs called villi. And so the alternate nostril breathing is something that will help cleanse and clean them. Now also acknowledge and be aware of taking caution when approaching breath exercises, And if you have any respiratory ailments, you might like to consult your doctor first to see if they feel it's okay for you to practice. And at any time during the exercise, if you feel uncomfortable or any type of discomfort, just return to your natural pattern of breath. Don't try and retain the breath at any point, i.e. holding the breath. Allow it to be smooth and gradual. And just keep this awareness about yourself as you practice. So the hand mudra that we shall use for alternate nostril breathing is Vishnu Mudra. And this is where you will bend the index and the middle finger down towards the palm of the hand, and you'll have the thumb extended as the ring and little finger as well. And you will be shutting off one nostril with the thumb and then alternating to close off the opposite nostril with the ring and little finger. And mudras are known as seals, where they connect with your nadis, your energy channels. So it allows you to have a real good connection with these energy channels. We're made up of a lot of subtle energy channels, and Vishnu Mudra specifically allows detoxification of your blood, and it's relaxing to the mind and body, and it supports respiratory channels. So it's good to practice with this mudra. And even if you're left-handed, practice with your right hand. You want to ensure that the trunk of your body is straight, because if you're collapsing it down, that will block the flow of oxygenated blood. So do ensure that you're nice and upright. And then let's begin. Once again, you could watch first as I demonstrate and talk through it, or you can join straight in if you already have understanding and awareness of this practice. We're going to look at doing 3 rounds on each side, and then we'll have a regular breath pattern in between, and then look at practicing 2 more rounds. So we'll take a breath in and out to prepare. We'll then shut off the thumb. Shut off the right nostril with the thumb, and we'll take a breath in. Let's switch at the top and release the thumb and shut the left nostril off and breathe out through the right nostril. Breathe in through the right nostril, and at the top, switch. So you release the left nostril and breathe out. Breathe in through the left nostril, and at the top, switch, release the right nostril and breathe out. Breathe in through the right nostril. At the top, switch, release the left nostril and breathe out. Breathe in through the left nostril. Close off the left nostril, release the right and breathe out. Breathe in through the right nostril. And then release and breathe out through both nostrils. And return to your regular flow of breath. You might like to close the eyes. So let's look at doing a complete set now. 3 rounds, then normal breathing, then 2 more rounds. So if you did join in on that first bit, then that was like a warm-up, a getting used to the exercise. And we're going to go for the complete run through now. So bring yourself, your hand into Vishnu Mudra. You're going to take a breath in and out to prepare. And then bring the thumb to shut off the right nostril and breathe in through the left. You're then going to switch, shutting off the left nostril and breathing out through the right. And then breathe in through the right nostril. And at the top of that breath, switch, shut off the right nostril, release the left, breathe out. Breathe in through the left nostril. At the top, switch, so we shut off the left nostril, we release the right nostril, breathe out. Breathe in through the right nostril. And then switch, shut off the right nostril, release the left, breathe out. Breathe in through the left nostril. Switch, release the right nostril, breathe out. Breathe in through the right nostril. Shut off the right nostril, release the left, breathe out. Breathe in through the left nostril. And release, breathe out. Just have a couple of rounds of regular breathing in through both nostrils. Still with the eyes closed, just checking that the trunk of the body is still nice and uplifting, and that your head and shoulders are resting centrally over your hips. And then we'll go for 2 more rounds. So let's take a breath in and out to prepare. And this time, let us switch off the left nostril and breathe in through the right nostril. And then at the top, we're going to switch. So we now release the left nostril, shut the right, breathe out through the left nostril. Breathe in through the left nostril. At the top of that breath, release the right nostril and shut the left, and breathe out through the right nostril. Breathe in through the right nostril. At the top, shut the right nostril, release the left, breathe out through the left. Breathe in through the left. At the top, shut the left nostril, release the right, breathe out. Breathe in through the right nostril. And then release at the top and breathe out through both. And then you might like to just take a couple more rounds of your regular breath cycle, your rhythmic flowing breath, and tune in, becoming aware of how you feel now, possibly feeling revitalized and re-energized. And then bring the palms of the hands together, rest them at the heart, and giving thanks and gratitude for your breathing exercises that you have completed today. And remember, breath is life.